We're on our YouTube channel. Okay, it's WIKISPEED LRW, Thursday, October 30th. And go ahead, David.
Well, I'm afraid I don't have anything to report. This last week, I really haven't gotten anything done. It's been a week of uh, just the things going wrong and home repairs and stuff. I can tell you about my really weird day that I had a couple of days ago when I was beginning to think my house was haunted or something. All of a sudden, so many things went wrong.
Uh,
But between home repairs, taking care of the dog with the broken foot, and a few other things, I wasn't able to do any work on any type of inventing or anything like that.
okay, coming week.
Coming week, uh, geez, well, actually, just a second, I have to check my calendar and see how busy that is. Uh, I look like I got uh, yeah, I got a pretty full week, so I don't know if yeah, this um uh yeah. Oh, by the way, one thing that not exactly this coming week, but November 8th and 9th, what I lovingly call the annual Mad Scientist Convention in Orlando. It's the Orlando Maker Fair.
Oh,
I think I've talked about this before. Lots of robots and submarines and rocket ships and lots of 3D printing and some electronics. And so that's kind of like the high point of my year. That's like Christmas for me there. And so I'll be going to that. Um, and but I guess this coming week I'm really going to try to do some work on my book. The more I think about it, the more I think I'd really like to get that book out there because I talk all about how to detect all sorts of hazards, particulate matter and gases and radiation and all sorts of things. So I'd really like
oh,
to get the strike order out there.
cool.
Uh, so I'm going to try again. Like I said, I mean, I know I've got doctor's appointments. I've got a lot of things. I'm going to try to get back into shape after being sick. I haven't been to the gym for like 3 or 4 weeks now or something between being sick and being busy. And so I got to do that. But I'm going to try to get some work done.
Okay, and so you mentioned your blocks, I think, pretty well.
As always, it's the main block is time.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got the resources. I've got the equipment, everything I need. I just, get time to use it there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is Lauren on an island in the Salish Sea. And past week I was mostly just uh, I did reach out to uh, somebody about the how we're going to set this up and going forward. And yeah, so I was looking at scheduling and then, but I also did go back to this DF robot gesture detection chip. I'm still kind of struggling with the Arduino part, so maybe I'll talk about that at crosstalk.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I did get it. I updated it, and it got rid of some of the error messages. I updated my Ubuntu, and that meant I could download the latest Arduino or a more up-to-date Arduino. And what I'm working through it's getting some files off GitHub. That it's saying, oh, there's a particular file that's missing. The latest error message was it was not the .h file or maybe the first .h file. I put it in and it's got it. So I'm not super my net. Yeah, I'm not. I haven't done a lot. I've done a few Arduino things with just some code that Michael wrote, but I'm not really super at debugging or figuring them out. So I'll tell you in a little more detail in crosstalk.
Okay.
And so I'll hope to continue with that and straighten out some of this housekeeping business to do with the meetings, and so that the messages go out, the notifications go out, and maybe get a little more things done with Docker with these containers, because actually these days the DF robot responded and gave me some hints about how to test the chip. But one of the things they said is, oh, if you don't have the right version of Ubuntu and Arduino IDE, just create a container with the right version. So it's like for people contemporary now, that's a routine thing, a routine way to handle an issue rather than loading a whole new system. You get a container, it shouldn't take very long. So I might as well spend. So I'm going to do 50% on testing this chip and the other 50% on getting good at containers, because I'm getting multiple places where suggesting containers. And blocks for me are I have some tax stuff to do, and I'm also in the process of doing some things with my place, and yeah, basically simplifying, which should help. And
So
yeah, so
basically
that's it.
time.
Yeah,
Basically time,
yeah,
like me.
yeah. So then for the retro, just rate yourself in the team, and it's any process improvements. And you've already suggested, so I'm going to note that one is to send out a message, make sure the message goes out with the correct link, so
Yeah.
anybody can see it. Yeah,
Well, about the only thing, we have the rating now.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, about the only thing I did this last week was to order more of these magnetic toolbars. You're probably familiar with these. You nail them to a wall, and it's one big magnet, and you just, put your tools on it like this.
Right,
And,
right.
and basically, I ordered a bunch of those, and they just arrived today. Um,
Are there some behind you?
yeah, you can see right above my head there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see them.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are cool.
it's
That's like a what do they call those high something magnets? They're kind of stronger than more normal magnets.
yeah. Well, these days, like they're all like that. I mean,
Yeah,
hardly anybody uses regular magnets. Rare earth magnets, all that stuff. But I
yeah.
mean, basically, you're probably not seeing this little hand, are you? There's my cursor there. No, you're not seeing that. Okay. Well, basically, yeah, everything's about. On the ends, it's just screwed into the wall, and then that whole thing is a magnet. And you can see I got a whole bunch of different types of pliers
Yeah.
on that, and I've got, again, so, and of course there's this thing that I made, but basically I ordered a bunch more of those, and so one thing to do will be for me to put more of those up on my wall so I can have even more stuff hanging from the wall there. You know, uh, so I give myself a one for having ordered those things. That's about it. You seem to be doing very well, so I'll give the group maybe a six or something, because you really pull it up with the fact that you're getting so much done with the with that. Um, by the way, something else that we can talk about, I guess, in crosstalk. There's a new Arduino Q out, which
Ah,
which actually I haven't spent too much time looking into it, but it actually sounds a bit like it's a almost like a Raspberry Pi. I mean,
yeah,
it's
okay. Okay, so
got
it's filling in the gap between a computer on a board, between the Arduino and the computer on a board.
yeah. We'll talk about it in crosstalk.
Yeah, okay. So I'll give myself a 6. The team I just things come up, so I'm still going to give the team an 8 because we're still uh following through on a few things, and the process improvement is the getting out a notice, a general notice about the meeting. And we have another one going to just talk about the identification and some housekeeping to do with the project. So I'm going to end the recording here, but hang on.
You say the housekeeping was a project. Which project are you talking about? When you say the housekeeping was a project?
Oh yeah, I'll talk about it in a second. I'm just
Okay.
going to stop the recording.